Hello and welcome to the Draw My Life Delisha Militia edition. So in this video I'm gonna draw the life of like our house and how we came to be best friends and best roommates, the five of us. So get excited for that. Alright, so first off I'm going to just draw us, and this one kind of here is me. I will be wearing skis because I really like to ski. Next up is Nicholas. You're going to see that he wears glasses and a cockaware shirt. After that we got David. We picture the soccer ball because he's a soccer player. Soon after that, looks like we got a little picture of Derek with a chef hat because he cooks for us. And last but not least is Benjamin, who has a dinosaur on his shirt. So let's look forward to that, shall we? But where should we start? I guess we should start with the beginning. How did we get here? So here we go. It all began with two of us. So there is a little picture of me, and the other original was Nicholas. We hadn't met anyone else yet. It was just the two of us. I went out to Eagle Bay Camp. That's where we met, and we went out to volunteer for a week. There's a picture of the camp. And it was there that Nicholas asked me, hey, you should come to Calgary. And I said, yeah, Mabes. 2 weeks later, I decided to move to Calgary. So I called him up, and he said, all right, let's do this. Let's move to Calgary. So off we went to the thriving metropolis of Calgary. All right, once in Calgary, I was moving down. I hadn't seen our house yet. I saw these beautiful houses, and we're driving down, and all of a sudden I see this dump. And that just happens to be our house. So basically, we move in, me and Nicholas, and good times are had. Starting with a good old presidential election. We did lots of fun stuff, this being one of them. Got super into it, dressed up, and yeah, here in Calgary, celebrated the U.S. election, and after that, there was the good old mouse incident. Nicholas is freaking terrified of mice. Can let you know about that sometime. Look forward to that story. And then there was the good old-fashioned Harry Potter party that we had, where we made butterbeer and cast spells on each other, and just had a great time. So our good friend Reebok shows up, and she's pivotal because she brings in some important members. First up being my other good friend Mayak. She'll have the elf ears for the rest of this show, and she introduces us to Ben. You'll remember him. He's one of our later roommates, and that's his dinosaur that he always has around him. So yeah. We become friends immediately. It's we just we naturally just get along with each other. So that's great. There's all of us again. Just we're being drawn again. That's good. All right. So next up, we get through the first year. I work at a ski store. Nicholas goes to law school, and Nicholas graduates, and we go into our first summer in Calgary. It was a landmark of landmarks, really. So there is me, and I get a job at a bike store for the summer. So I become a bike salesman, which is interesting because I didn't know that much about bikes. And this is Nicholas. He is wearing his good old cockaware shirt. Wait, no, he's now wearing a vest. He works at Heritage Park and is an interpreter there. And it is while he's interpreting there that he meets our good friend Cassiopeia. She becomes a pivotal part of the friend group, and it grows to, I think we're up to about 6 people now. So all of us just get together and begin to hang out more and more. And we went to one time we went to the park and watched a good old Shakespeare play, Romeo and Juliet. So there all of us are watching Romeo and Juliet. Additionally, we also did some other things that summer. There was some adventuring that we did. That's what this map is all about here. We also, me and Nicholas, got into some good old board game building and just tons of good stuff. other stuff just keeps happening. We just do so much this summer. We build a friendship web. We have birthday parties. We go to we just hang out a lot, and yeah, it's just been the first summer was good. We got to know each other really well and became best friends. And we also went camping, so that was cool. But all good things must come to an end, and the school season comes back. So I began my first year in the English program at University of Calgary, and Nicholas goes into his second year. Our other friends are all going to school as well at this point. Ben, the future roommate, begins to go for history. So, or not begin, he's been doing it for a while. This is more, it was a good snow year, so I just went skiing a lot. And I did school a lot. That's kind of the whole year, right into the summer. So our second summer, this becomes a pretty different summer than the last one. As you'll see, some people don't stay, so it's a pretty interesting one. The first person to go is our good friend Nicholas. He goes to Washington and on an internship for law. So bye Nicholas. So there I am there again, and so obviously I get some new roommates. There's good old Ben finally becomes a roommate, and Derek moves in for the summer. So now the roommates have grown. We've gone from 2 people to 3 people, but we lost one on the way too. So this summer, instead of working at the bike store, I work at a day camp, and this is just I built a pirate ship out of my bike. I'm really proud of it. So I thought I'd throw that in this video. Summer of fun, and boy is it a summer of fun. But meanwhile, in the US of A, what could possibly be going on with Nicholas? Well, there is a girl, and Nicholas falls in love over there, which is, who would have seen that coming? Her name is Shot, and she's a great gal. So this is me again, and beside that is, it looks like, Derek and Ben. So we are in that tiny basement suite for the summer, and we began to realize that it is getting awfully small. We need a much bigger house, especially if Nicholas is going to come back. So we go looking, and we find one, and it becomes I think we probably like 10 times the size of our old place. It's huge. It's massive, and it's not a basement, which is just friggin' amazing. It's we love it. And so we put an offer in, and we get the house. And Nicholas, he comes back, and we forgot to tell him that we were moving. So he was in for a surprise. So we are all back together again. The 3 of us for the summer become 4 with Nicholas coming back for his 3rd year of law school. And now there's 4. There you go. But there's still more space. We got this huge house now. We need another roommate. So enter David. He's Ben and Derek's friend and roommate number 5. Plays soccer at Ambrose, and he's just a great guy. So we all move into the new house. It's sometime in September of this year we did that. And there's the house there, and there I am, and there's good old Derek, and grand old Nicholas, and great old Ben, and super old David just coming up here, and we just go hang out there, and lots of good times are had, and it soon becomes home for each one of us. So that concludes the story of the Delisha Militia. We decided recently we'd start a vlog, and this is